How's that?
Have you been
really?
training with Monson?
Really, it was like my 19th or 20th fight. Really, but
that's bonkers.
Well, I mean, yeah, they didn't keep good records back then, Dennis. I'm sure you had a bunch of wins that aren't on there. You know what I mean?
So were you training with Jeff from the beginning?
Like Jeff was. I was training for like maybe 2 years when Jeff came in. He was a wrestler guy. He was from my hometown, but he was a few years older than me, and he was doing judo. And he came into the local school that I was teaching at. I mean, somebody hired because nobody knew MMA back then, and I was 19 years old, and I knew the basics, but some guy hired me to teach what they called it NHB back then. They NHB at his gym, and Jeff came in there to try it out, and immediately, we both were like, okay, this guy's a good wrestler, and we recognized that both of us were not, the typical karate guy scrub, and we hit it off and started training together.
So how did you hook up with Matt Hume?
Matt Hume was he was the start. He started putting on MMA events or Pankration events. There's a funny story. One of my buddies had a tattoo called he had Pankration written across his lower back, and we were at the beach one time, and we heard this other kid say, "Hey man, that guy's got penetration tattooed on his lower back." It was terrible. But anyway, Matt Hume put on Pankration events, and so he was, we knew that he had went to Japan and that kind of thing. We knew the Matt Hume legend. He was a local kickboxing star because there was a promoter, Eric Wiseman, that put on a bunch of fights up north, and Matt
that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Yeah, he was a star up there, and so I knew who he was because he ran AMC, and that they were the biggest gym in the area. One of the first ones to basically the gym that spread Pankration through the Northwest.
Okay.
And so what happened is I got as far as I could go.